So spoilers for this video, this profile does not contain Dueality. As of the recording of this video, Battles of the Legend Monstrous Regiment has not come into New Zealand just yet. Not too sure why, it's usually a typhoon or something. But yep, so if you're going to click off now, leave a like on your way out, really help. So yeah, first place at locals, not exactly a big thing, but I thought it was pretty cool. I'm always one to toot my own trumpet. Yeah, Cyber Dragon, love it. Totally turned up to locals expecting Battles of Legend to be there so I could get my dualities and play a version with that card, but, you know, wasn't there. Alas forsaken, what am I going to do? Throw some jank in and win anyway. So let's get into the profile. Cool, so get into the deck profile. 1, 2, 3 OG Cyber Dragons. Yeah, you gotta play it. 1, 2, 3 Cyber Dragon Core. Searches all your spell and trap cards. Core of the deck. Ha ha ha. And yeah, normal summon. 1, 2, 3 hers. I don't think you really need 3 hers, especially the way with this I'm playing the deck, which is hard go second, kill quickly or die quickly. So maybe you only need 2 hers for that sort of version there. And we've got the 1 Naxter, that's all you need, especially if you're only playing 3 hers there. Because I was expecting to play Duality, but then I had to make some changes. We're playing the Cyber Dark engine. 2 Claw, 1 Chimera, searches your Cyber Dark spell or traps, and this, you know, this searches for your Power Bond. Also, interestingly enough, this is a dragon. Keep watching for later why that is relevant. 2 Galaxy Soldier, yeah, all you need really. 1 Jizukuru, searchable Kaiju, it's great. 1 Regulus, it's a negate that you can just drop at any point and he's huge, so cool. 1, 2, 3 Kurikara Divikarnate. Yeah, I was playing this as a hard go second deck, and Kurikara is like really good at the moment, especially if you've got like a lot of Kashtera in your meta. Then Kurikara is actually just fantastic. That's what I was expecting. This card could also easily be, what is it, Kashtera Fenrir, which would have come up better at certain points, but at the same time, they do and they don't do the same thing. Like, they're both really good removal. The only difference with Fenrir, it doesn't rely on your opponent doing anything. Kurikara is superior if your opponent is building boards and actually doing something. And because I said bring it up later for the Cyber Dark Spang Dragons, I'm also playing 1 Magnamut and 1 Druisworm. Yeah, a lot of your deck is light and or dark, so these are good. This can actually search for your Druisworm if you drop it on your opponent's not your Druisworm. Well, it can search Druisworm, that is true, but it can also search for your Cyber Dark Claw, because this is indeed a dragon, so it gives you another combo piece, and it's also a body for later. So, really good. We've got, for the spells, 1, 2, 3 Cyber Emergency, great card. Then all the one-off cyber spells, Cyber Repair Plant, search for your Galaxy Soldier or your Kaiju. Because we're on the Cyber Darks, we've got Cyber Dark Realms, Cyber Dark Horizon, sort of acts as another pseudo search card and a dumper. And Cyber Dark Realm is just like helps you extend and stuff, it's great. Yeah, because we're on those, that means we're playing Power Bond, search off our Cyber Darks, and Cyberload Fusion. When Duality comes out, I have a feeling that you're just never going to play fusion spells at all. Like, because Duality literally cheats out all you like your relevant fusions anyways. So like, why would you? Like, the only reason you'd play this because it's searchable, but Duality is just like hands down better. For board breaking, we've got 3 Clockwork Knight. Card's insane, especially if your opponent's like, yo, what does that do, and doesn't negate it. It's like, oh, everything becomes a machine? Oh, now I know what that means. 3 Machine Duplications, because you want to see it. Just a big combo enabler. Great. 3 Triple Tactics Talents. Ideal world, one of these would be a Thrust, or maybe you drop something and you go 2 Thrust, 2 Talents, which is also good because Thrust searches for cards like Machine Duplication and Power Bond and like pretty much all your starter spells. So yeah, something to consider for the future if you want to drop some money on Cyber Dragons. And last spell, Harpy's Feather Duster, because there's just Like a lot of decks play like really relevant back row at the moment, like Sprite, you can get rid of Double Cross, Cash Terror, get rid of Birth and force out stuff, Labyrinth, just blow them out and then start attacking, then like you know exactly what's going to be happening there. So Harpies, good card. Flat 40 cards. Onto the extra deck. Again, remember this was built for Duality build, but pretty much I summoned everything in this deck throughout the tournament. El Mirage and Anima. People still just summon without respecting Anima, so yeah, great card to snap them off. Sega, generic Link 2, also counts as Cyber Dragon, and also, yeah, helps you get over big stuff. Exceeds, we've got 2 Nova, 2 Infinity, pretty standard. 1 Zeus, because you can always revive these guys with like Naxter and stuff, and then it's just like, cool, Zeus. Or if you manage to take an opponent's Exceed with talents, and then you can just lay your own Zeus over the top. Great. We played 1 Rampage Dragon because we're never really summoning it except for some Power Bond plays and some Cyberload Fusion plays. Like, if you get forced to go first against a back row deck, you can set up this with Cyberload Fusion. So you have like a bunch of Cyber Dragons just aimlessly on the field, not really doing much, and then like in phase you just go Cyberload Fusion into Rampage Dragon, and then you blow up about like 2 or 3 back rows usually, and then next turn like you've pretty much got game. Because we're on Power Bond, like Cyber Twin Dragon, this came up a crap ton, and 50, like for the cost of 2 Cyber Dragons, 5600 attack, that can attack twice, that is just too overpowering for some people. That combined with those two, I managed to attack through Spooky Dogwood, whatever that hand trap is that like your opponent makes your opponent gain life points, and I managed to deal over 25,000 damage in one turn, pretty much because like this was attacking 3 times at like with a Sega power up, so it was at like that, and Twin came out off Power Bond, and then I think there was like other stuff like the Regulus and stuff. So yeah, 25,000 life points in 1 turn. Beat that. Anime moments. Best. Cyber Dragon, I think I summoned him once just to do piercing damage for game. Remember if you search the Power Bond off the, the Chimera, that turn lets you Power Bond from the graveyard, so yeah, Cyber End can do it. Cool. Or if you do that and then you go into like a Rampage Dragon for like 3, and then like mid-battle phase, Cyberload Fusion, like the 3 original Cyber Dragons back for Cyber Dragon, can come up. But really you're playing those because with Duality, with your Fortress Dragon and your Mega Fleet, like you can turn Mega Fleet, you can Duality into Cyber Dragon, and Fortress Dragons here you can turn into Twin off Duality. So yeah, I was expecting to play Duality. I've said that like how many times now? But that is essentially what you do. So that's why I said, like, with Duality out, I think you can pretty much cut the fusion spells there, because like that's just game ending, and you can Duality turns your normal Cyber Dragon into Rampage Dragon, so, and these guys become these guys, so it's really good. Plus you can recycle them, so good times all around. And yeah, that's it. 15 cards. Oh no, last card, Chaos Angel. This guy did come up as well, so easiest way is 2 Cyber Dragons makes this where like it becomes unaffected, but it becomes like a big boss that's removal, so that is something. But the other way you can make it as well is with Fortress Dragon, which is a level 8, plus Core, which is a level 2 tuner. You can set up plays where you can make this guy going first alongside an Infinity, and then suddenly like your Infinity can't die by battle and it's an Omni Negate, so that's pretty cool. Chaos Angel, good card. Side deck for those interested. Got another Magnamoot just in case, like you're going against stuff. We've got 1, 2, 3 Ash Blossom in case you ever go against Branded. Same with this guy. Never really sided these in. I think I might have sided in the Sprite match, but I think that's the only place where that's really consequential there. 3 Cyclone, just want a 1-for-1 trade with like back row cards. Cyber Dragon hates going to back rows because it's just all about the OTK, so if you can clear that off, great stuff. Floodgated Choice, Rivalry, because everything becomes machines, and you can sort of pseudo-lock your opponent down with, if you put that up besides Clockwork Knight. One of the best removal cards in the game at the moment is Evenly Matched, just really good card. And then Cybernetic Overflow for when you know your opponent's going to make you go first, and Change Your Heart if they're going to, you know, good OTK enabler, especially if they're like a deck like Cash Terror that puts up like a big guy pass. So good card indeed. And yeah, that's the deck profile. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be updating it soon once Battles of Legend is actually here, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, take care guys, and thanks for watching.